In a world where tomorrow is already here, when we manage our finances, invest in cryptocurrencies, pay our monthly bills, and maybe even support a social or cultural project, Israeli innovation in the world of fintech is there to make our lives easier, more sophisticated, and safer. Thinking outside the box and taking advantage of the compact Israeli ecosystem where everything is in close proximity. Financial companies, banks, R&D centers, leading academic accelerators, investors and entrepreneurs, making sure that Israel is where the next big thing in the dynamic fintech world is being developed at this very moment.
One of the great advantages of Israeli fintech companies is that they approach a lot of different countries. When you start operating locally, usually constantly focus on the local market, and while Israeli entrepreneurs by definition approach the global market.
The Israeli companies in the fintech areas are fearless, and we see a lot of growth in this domain, and also good reputation that help the company raise money from top institutions around the world. So when you are looking at your strengths, it's much easier to create something.
We are here for a specific task. We're here to execute, to create value, to build something together as a group. It's very, very strong in the culture. And the reason why people are drawn to the startup, ecosystem is because then you're part of something that build and create something.
The Israelis are known as very entrepreneurial in terms of the personality, in terms of we're go-getters, so if we want something, we will just do it. We were the first to open the development center in Israel as part of the government program a few years ago, and that helped creating the fintech ecosystem. And now it's across every sector. Whatever we want to find in Israel, we know we're going to find it because the ecosystem is now grown and very developed.
Actually, I think the Ministry of Economy did a brave action by turning to the private sector to develop a new industry, like the fintech industry. And we see the results. A few years after, 8 years after, we can see like a new vibrant economy in Israel, where Israel is a dominant player now in this industry. You have hundreds of startups, a new pool of engineers who have the capacity and the knowledge to work in this finance industry.
I believe that only unconventional and cross-disciplinary thinking can bring new, innovative, surprising ideas, and this rely on the Israeli chutzpah, believing that we can do better, always do better.
Over 40 financial multinational companies have chosen Israel as their R&D centers. For example, Deutsche Bank, Barclays, Citi, HSBC, JP Morgan, PayPal, Visa, etc. The incentives given by the Ministry of Economy are designed to support the fintech industry to compete in the global markets.
Come and be a part of a place that is at the heart of it all, where young fintech companies never cease to surprise by bringing a competitive edge, innovation, and advanced technologies to the financial world, transforming our world into a more efficient one.